Hi guys, my name's Bex, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm bringing to you the Book Superlative Tag. Superlative Tag was created by the amazing Chelsea from Chelsea Palmer, so I will leave a link to her original video down below as well as the questions. I'm really excited about this one. When yearbooks start coming out, you get the most likely to succeed, the prettiest, things like that, and we're basically going to be doing a yearbook but with books. Definitely go check out the amazing Chelsea and what she did for this tag. This is a really creative original tag and I'm excited to jump right into it. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1 is Best Dressed, and this is a book with a beautiful cover. And for this one, of course, I'm gonna have to go with Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. This is the amazing UK cover and it's stunning. I don't even think I need to say anything. I'll just rotate the book for you. I absolutely am in love with this book and with the cover. And it's got stained edges because, you know, that's the way we roll. And if you have not heard about Strange the Dreamer, I don't know where you've been hiding because this is amazing, an amazing fantasy novel. I freaking love it. It follows a guy named Laszlo Strange who is a dreamer, and he dreams of this city called Weep, and he would just love to go to this city, but he is a librarian and nobody takes him seriously. That is until the famous warriors from Weep come to his city and he decides to go along on their little adventure. It's a really hard book to explain, but it is absolutely phenomenal. I freaking love it. Laszlo is the cutest little cinnamon roll. If you have not read it, I definitely recommend it because, you know, it's a beautiful cover and the inside is absolutely fantastic as well. Number 2 is Class Clown, a book that made you laugh out loud. And for this one, I am going with A Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee, and this book is freaking hilarious. I read this one and listened to it on audiobook at the exact same time, and it was so funny. I laughed out loud so much. Our main character, Monty, is freaking hilarious, and I just love the sassy characters in this one. It was just absolutely fantastic. It basically follows Henry Montague, who is going on his grand tour in the 1700s. He goes across the continent with his best friend Percy and his sister Felicity, and he's kind of in love with Percy. And their adventure goes a little bit awry, and it's fantastic. I freaking love this. And there's a second book coming out to this year, which is A Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy, I believe. And I cannot wait to get my hands on it as well. I'm hoping it's going to be equally as funny. Number 3 is Cutest Couple, a book that features your favorite OTP. Do I need to show you what it is, or can you already guess? I bet you can. Feyre and Rhysand for fucking life. Yes. Number 4 is Most Popular, which is something that I definitely wouldn't have got in high school. And that is the most hyped book on your shelf. And for this one, I'm going with Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody, and this one I've been hearing non-stop hype about since it came out. So I definitely think this is the most hype. It basically follows a girl named Anne who was raised a proper young lady, and then her mother goes missing. She basically has to get out of her finishing school and go find her, but it takes her to the city of sin, where nobody survives uncorrupted, and it sounds like Vegas vibes, and I'm here for it. Number 5 is Nicest Car, the most expensive book you own. You know, the kids that roll up in the Ferrari, which never happened in my town because there'd be potholes and it would not be good for your nice car. For me, the nicest car and the most expensive book on my shelf is Iron Gold by Pierce Brown. Now, I don't think it's a very expensive book, but it's expensive because I got it as a part of a book box, and the book box was expensive to get to Australia, so I paid quite a bit to get Iron Gold here in the hardcover because you have to have it in hardcover or it wouldn't match my shelf. Iron Gold is the 4th book in the Red Rising saga. It follows on from Morning Star 10 years after, but I cannot tell you much about it because it's the 4th book and that would be spoiling. Number 6 is Worst Car, and that is a book with a bad cover, but the story still took you for a ride. And for this one, I'm going with Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds, illustrated by Chris Priestley. I don't like this cover. I actually didn't think I ordered this cover. I thought I ordered a different one, but this one arrived, and I do not enjoy looking at it. The story is amazing. It follows a guy named Will whose brother Sean is murdered, and it basically takes place over like a 2-minute period as he's going down in an elevator and seeing all the people from his past, and he's going to get revenge. So really good book, really interesting, and it's told in prose, which is beautiful. Number 7 is The Biggest Nerd, and it is basically the nerdiest book you have, and you guys are gonna love this because it is Introduction to Business Statistics by Ronald M. Weirs. Oh yeah, guys. If you did not know, I'm an accountant. These are some of my uni books that were stashed up in my cupboard, and I thought it was perfect for this one. Statistics are pretty nerdy, and you know, that's basically my job now. Number 8 is Most Likely to Be Late. And that is a book that is underhyped and you are still waiting for the fandom to arrive. And for this one, I'm doing the exact same book as Chelsea. Sleeping Giants by Sylvain Nouvelle. People be sleeping on this book. Like, there is zero hype. And look, I'm getting the hype started. I really am. Jess from Jess Reads Books and myself read The Human together, and we have been talking this book up non-stop. This series is phenomenal. It's sci-fi, it's suspenseful, and it's just an incredible reading experience. It follows a girl who falls into a metal hand, and when she is older, she is basically in this team to assemble this sleeping giant, if you will. And it's a really good read. I definitely recommend. Number 9 is Most Likely to Succeed. And that is a first book in a series that is going places. And for this one, I'm going with The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This book is also significantly hyped. Most people really enjoyed The Cruel Prince and are really excited for The Wicked King. I am one of those people. I freaking loved this book. It follows a girl named Jude whose parents were murdered in front of her eyes, and she is then taken to the Fey lands to live with the murderer of her parents, because that's just what you do, isn't it? She has to integrate herself into the Fey world, but the Fey absolutely detest humans, so she is bullied and abused. She kind of learns to adapt, and I really enjoyed this story and the twists and turns it took me on, so definitely think this series is most likely to succeed. And if anyone has a copy of The Wicked King and wants to swing it my way, please do. I would sell my soul for that book. Number 10 is Most Athletic, which is the biggest book you own, and for this one I'm going with The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, which is about 660 pages, and although I have other books that are also around 600 pages, the writing in this is absolutely tiny. Like, it may be 661 pages, but this is going to take years to read. I'm probably exaggerating. So intimidating. So this is definitely the most athletic on my shelf. Number 11 is Most Intelligent, the most thought-provoking book that you have read. And I did have another answer for this one, but it was Chelsea's answer. So if you want to see what that is, definitely links down below. But I chose something different, and that is Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. This was a really thought-provoking book. It follows the Black Lives Matter movement and follows a girl named Star who witnesses her best friend Khalil be killed by a police officer when he is unarmed, and it's about the justice system in America and what happens from there, and Star not only grieving but trying to get justice. It was raw, it was emotional, and I had to sit for a minute and just think, why is this still happening? Like, I just don't understand. Beautiful read, and I definitely highly recommend this one as well. Number 12 is Best All Around, and this is a book or series that you will always recommend to everybody. And this one for me, guys, is the Red Rising trilogy / saga by... All the books just fell. And this is the first book in the Red Rising trilogy / saga, and it's freaking phenomenal. It's basically a dystopian in space. It's brutal, it's raw, and it's definitely on the adult side of sci-fi, so definitely keep that in mind. It surrounds a guy named Darrow who is a red, which is basically the lowest class in society, and they mine to make Mars more habitable for the other colors so they can come here. Little do they know the colors have been there for years, living the high life, and I guess this is kind of Darrow's story of rising up after some shitty things happen to him and infiltrating the gold class, which runs society. And the whole series is just phenomenal. I freaking love it. And that's it for me today, guys. That is the Book Superlative Tag, and I hope you enjoy. I was not tagged to do this one by anyone, but I will leave some people tagged if they would like to do it. So I tagged G from Book Gross, Jade from JD Ray Reads, Erina from Erina Reads, Ellie from Fanatical Fantasy, Chelsea from Chelsea Dolling Reads, Grace from G Swizzle Books, and Julie from Pages and Pens. And anyone else that would also like to do this tag, I definitely recommend it. It was really fun, considering that we didn't really have a yearbook like this at school, so I really enjoyed doing it. But that's it from me today, guys. If you like this video, please give a big thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like to see more and have not already, and chat to me down in the comments. Let me know who you would give the best all around to. What is a book that you would always recommend to everybody? And I would love to know, because I love getting more recommendations. That's it from me today, guys. I make videos every Monday and Thursday, and I'll see you in a new one. Bye!